to make money on the internet. And more specifically, we are going to talk about 3 specific ways how you can start to generate income for your business. And this really applies to anyone, whether you are someone who is just starting out, so you are just kind of launching the business, or you are maybe working from home, or you are just self-employed, or you are someone who already has a business, or maybe you are a coach or affiliate marketer, but something is not working right and you can't really understand what's wrong. And I have been making money online since 2011, and during this time I have really experienced how things are changing once you know these 3 sort of categories where money online is coming from. The business is changing exponentially as soon as you start to kind of understand in which of these categories your business is in. So that's what we are going to be covering today. And if you have some questions, make sure you type them in. I will answer them. Also, before we start, if you want to learn more about how to really build a passive income business online, please go to my free class website, which is petergarritytraining.com, and just sign up for a free training. You will see in-depth strategy how to really build a business online and start to make money on the internet. Now, back to the topic that we will be covering today, right? And so the first thing that I want to mention is that clarity about what I'm going to say right now is super, super important. What I have seen from, working with thousands of people online and coaching quite a lot of people is that the number one problem why they are not generating the amount of money that they want is that they don't really know in what kind of business they are in. And what I mean by that is, every single business needs to generate customers and subscribers and things like that. Everybody knows that. But when you have a clarity about what is your primary focus and what is the commitment requirement, or what is the commitment that is required for that category, your business becomes totally different. So if you think about, how to go from no money to lots of money, there are a few ways that can generate income for you. And so the first sort of source of income online or money that you can make on the internet comes from products. Okay? Comes from selling products. And those could be your own products, whether they are digital products or software products or physical products. You can also do, drop shipping, for example, which is very, very popular these days. So a lot of people kind of do drop shipping these days because that's kind of easy model. But one of the sources is products. Now, when you think about the products, there are something that you have to realize. Products is probably the most lucrative category from all of the categories that I will mention in this video today. But it also requires the most from you. And the kind of the biggest downside about products is that all of those requirements are upfront. For example, you need to have some skills. All right? You need to have some skills. You need to invest money. All right? You need to the next thing is you definitely need to invest time, right? Nothing happens right away, right? Because if you want to really generate income from products, even if those are drop shipping products, you will still need to set up store, invest in the technology there, and all of those things will be upfront before you will get paid. And also, when you launch a product, you don't know whether it's going to work or not. Now, the upside, as I mentioned before, is that this is probably the best way to make money online because, it's the most lucrative. You build assets, they are long-term and the revenue and everything is the biggest from your own products, right? But you have to realize that if you decide that, hey, my business is about, creating products, whether it's digital, software products, info products, or doing, maybe Amazon, physical products or something like that, you have to just take into account the commitment that is required. And most people ignore that and they waste a lot of time, and then they realize, hey, I need to buy this, I need to invest in that, I actually need to learn copywriting, I need to learn marketing and things like that. And so it becomes really, really difficult. So that's number one. Number two, where you can make money from, is services, right? Services to other people. And this is probably the simplest form of income that you can generate for your online business from day one. If you have some kind of experience, if you have some kind of knowledge, or if you have some insights, you can start to sell services today, because there are a lot of people out there who doesn't have enough time, but who has money and they are willing to pay for services right now. That's why you see, for example, websites like Fiverr growing exponentially, because there are a lot of people that are that need all kinds of different services. I buy services every single day. All kinds of different services, design, content writing, videos, all kinds of different services. And that's what you can start with right away. And there, on my YouTube channel, you can find a video where I talk about this exact point, that if you want to make $200 or $500 very, very quickly, literally within the next 24 hours, services is the best place to start, right? It's the best place to start. There is not so much investment. Obviously, you need to have some kind of skills, or you need to have some kind of insights about the market where you provide services to. The downside of services is that it's work. It's still work. It's not really a business. And if you want to get to lots of money and lots of freedom where you have some passive income going on, then this is not going to work for you long term, right? It's not that scalable. I mean, you can scale it to a certain point, but that's not that scalable. So these are first two categories. Now, before I talk about the next one, I just want to remind you that you can go to puregarritytraining.com, sign up for my free class where I talk about these things more in depth, and I really discuss each of these elements and show you what kind of priorities you have one over another, so that you can pick the one which is the best for you. Because nobody knows, your particular situation, what's your budget, what kind of skills you have, what kind of experience, where you come from, what's your level of expertise in, let's say, technology and things like that. All of that matters when you start to kind of, think about these, right? So those are the first two, and you see the upside and downside of both of them. And the final one, the third one, is called referral. Business, right? And referral business, in my mind, is the best business there is. This is the business where you are basically, either reviewing services or products and then recommending them to other people, or, you are part of some kind of program that helps you to kind of invite people to that program and, generate referral commissions in that program. I would say that, if we would need to order these based on the difficulty and skill and upfront investment requirements, then referral is the least kind of requirement necessary business, sort of, right? You can just literally start doing this right away. It's very simple. Then comes the services, and then comes the product. But here's the big thing, right? In the end of the day, when you are going to build your passive income business online, when you will start to make some money, eventually you are going to be doing all three of these businesses in combination. And that's the beauty of it. That's where you can start to get to lots of money and grow your business exponentially, even if you are starting from scratch right now, even if you are confused, you don't know really what to do. Once you start to get kind of your hands on one of each of these step by step, eventually lots of money comes from the combination of these. And that's what most people that you see today online, that's what they do. And I have, I'm doing all of these and I have been doing that for 6-7 years now. Every single one of them is generating income for my business and helps growing my business and helps, most importantly, generate passive income. Because true freedom and true kind of wealth online comes from passive income. When you get to the point where you establish the systems, you establish the activations, leverage, and automations so that income is coming to your bank account regardless what you do in that particular day, that particular week, or that particular month. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Please make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know in which of these you feel the most comfortable right now, or which of these are your businesses. But getting the clarity about one of these categories is super important, because then you can fully focus on that category and really grow your business. And finally, I want to say, just don't forget, go to petergarritytraining.com, sign up for my free class where we will discuss all of this more in depth, and I will show you how you can get started with referral business and service business very, very quickly, step by step, even if you have sort of limited experience right now and you are kind of confused, you don't know exactly what you want to do or how you want to do it, right? So that's it for today's live session. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.